Blazed8, okay, says just joined Syndication Academy 2.0, and I was wondering if you can tell me the best way to go through the training. The reason I asked is I was watching a video and Brad started talking about tier 1, tier 2, and so on. And then I went back and said, remember when we covered this while showing images of web rings? No, I don't remember this because I didn't see those videos. So there must be an order to watch the training so it makes sense. Any advice is much appreciated. Thanks. Yeah, so I would recommend going through the training modules first. There's the way, I would go through the way, and I should have logged into the membership.
Yeah, I've got it up actually. If you want me to share my screen.
Yeah, please.
Let's see. I cannot start screen share while the other participant is sharing.
Well, let me stop my screen share then. Jeez.
Right. Get with the program.
Okay, go ahead, man. I'm gonna.
All right, there you go. I'll let you talk through it, but it's specifically down towards the bottom. But I'll just kind of go through it if you want. Do you want to talk through it, or I can?
Yeah. Well, also, yeah. I mean, go ahead and talk through it since you've got it open.
Yeah, no worries. I mean, just to go quickly, obviously, I forgot whoever was asking the question, but this is what you'll see. And if you're not a member of Syndication Academy, this is what it looks like behind the scenes for part of the training, at least. And then we have the private community on top of that. But at a home tab here is what you'll see when you log in. Just start at the top and work your way down here, because as you know, we had Syndication Academy as we updated it to version 2.0. We've added instructions in here about what to do. So of course you want to watch some of the intro about the user interface updates, how to join the Facebook group. And then in here we have, please follow the training in order, and note that the updates module is where any updates will be posted. And if this is your first time inside, you might want to watch those first and then go through the rest of the training just so you're aware of any changes that have happened. And that it would be over here when you go into the training. You can see that there's the updates, and then you have the normal remainder of all of this training along with the bonuses. Yeah, and so if you just want to go up real quick and click on the update section, you'll see that there was updates through there, guys, and the dates are in there and that kind of stuff. And also, if you go back through to the actual main core modules too, whenever there was an update that was recorded about a specific property, for example, in the setup or the accounts or anything like that, anytime there was an update that was discussed in a webinar, then that part of the update was cut out and then actually put into the proper place in the training modules as well. And we tried to stay on top of that. So again, I totally agree. Go through the updates and watch them, because it will then go through the regular training on a case-by-case basis, or the regular modules. And that way you'll be familiar with certain parts that if you get to it and it doesn't look the same, or it's not jiving with when you're doing your build out, if it's not jiving with what you're seeing in the video, you'll know that was probably already covered in an update. And again, if the update section for that wasn't actually added into the training modules right next to it, above or below it, then it will be in the update section. So all you got to do is check that often as you go through the regular training modules. If you come across something that just doesn't look right, just go to check the updates module and just scroll through the titles. You'll see I tried to clearly identifying the titles what the update was about, so that it made it easy for that. So remember, there's a lot of moving parts to a syndication network, which is why we recommend that you buy them from us, from our store, because it's a lot of work. And you'll see that when you're going through all the training. But I perfectly, encourage you to go through the training and understand how to build the networks and all of that anyways. And, there's a lot of parts to it. So that's why there's a lot of updates too. Okay.
Can I add something real quick? Is that I've been through a lot of digital trainings, and I'm not going to say that Bradley's is one of the most organized type of training that you could possibly find online, but it is, like, no kidding. This training is set up specifically so that you could get a completely untrained virtual assistant from whatever in the world, and by the end of it, you will have a full-on super proficient syndication network builder. And that goes to show you the level of detail and the level of, I would say, organization that Bradley puts into every piece of training that he puts out. And I personally think I'm a big fan of Bradley's training, being his partner, because the level of organization that it has, it's second to none. And I've done a lot of training, digital training, specifically during you know, my lifetime and my career as a digital marketer. So, you know, it's there. Believe me.
Awesome. Thanks, man.